We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And incomplete to open things up. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down. Lawrence will throw. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Shreds him with a stiff arm. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 37 yards for Jonathan Taylor. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Jamal Agnew. And he will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Richardson off the play fake. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Gets past one man, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
There's the stiff arm. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Open man is Downs. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Gay's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Now McManus for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And Richardson back to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Quick slant caught by Kirk. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Straight ahead, Etienne. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
We got to be big time now.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Colts coming out now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to the air with Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Richardson looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Richardson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Richardson to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Second down, here's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Richardson now to throw on 3rd down. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run once more with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He finds Pierce, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now this taken in by Downs. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. He'll find Jones again, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Lawrence will throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Shoves him aside. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And they run the option on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That complete to Downs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now Richardson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 44 yards away. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up. 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The toss here completed to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Minshew, 1st and 10. And going right back to Pittman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Again, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm